I sold your house while you were volunteering in Africa? My sister laughed through the phone. You weren't using it anyway. I smiled, knowing the $3 million house she'd just sold for $800,000 cash. The reality was even worse. The call came at 2 a.m., cutting through my sleep in the volunteer quarters. I could hear the smugness in Kristen's voice from 7,000 miles away. Kristen, I said slowly, you used my medical power of attorney to sell our parents' house? She scoffed. Someone had to be an adult while you played hero in Uganda. Bills were piling up, Amelia. Property taxes, utilities, everything. I got us $800,000 cash. You should be thanking me. My hands trembled. That house is worth at least $3 million. Why would you accept such a low offer? The market's terrible right now. Besides, David found a buyer who could close fast. No inspections, no contingencies. It was the smart move. David, of course. My sister's husband, the guy who'd burned through their savings on cryptocurrency and NFTs. The same David who suddenly had connections to real estate developers. Who's the buyer? I asked, keeping my voice steady. Some LLC. They're tearing it down next week to build luxury condos. She paused. Why are you being so calm about this? Just tired. I'll call you back. I hung up and immediately dialed Tom Chen, my college roommate who'd become a real estate attorney in Boston. Amelia, he answered instantly. I was hoping you'd call. Your sister really screwed up this time. You know about the sale? Know about it? I've been tracking it. Amelia, remember the transit hub the city was planning? It got approved last month. Your house is ground zero for the new station district. The city's buying those properties through eminent domain for $12 to $15 million each. My heart pounded. Does Kristen know? No way. Official notices go out next week. But here's the thing. I checked that LLC. It's owned by David's business partner, Walter Webb. David's been on the zoning committee for 6 months. He knew about the transit plans before they went public. They scammed you both to flip it to the city for millions. My shock turned to cold anger. Can we stop this? Better. That power of attorney was for medical decisions only. She had no authority to sell property. The sales invalid. I was already booking flights. Can you file an emergency injunction? Already drafted. Court hearing tomorrow if you can get here in time. I'll be there. And Tom, the city attorney should know about David's insider trading. He laughed. I already drafted an email. Just needed your approval. Send it right now. I landed at Logan 18 hours later. Exhausted, but focused. My phone buzzed with Kristen's text. Demolition crew doing final walkthrough today. Last chance to say goodbye to your precious childhood memories, LL. I didn't respond. Tom and I met at the courthouse at 8 a.m. sharp. The hearing was brief. The judge, a stern woman in her 60s, reviewed the documents with clear displeasure. Ms. Kristen Chen, she said sharply, did you sell property using a power of attorney that was explicitly limited to medical decisions? Kristen's lawyer, some kid who looked fresh out of law school, stammered something about acting in good faith. The sale is void, effective immediately. The judge turned to me. Ms. Amelia Chen, the property reverts to joint ownership. You have full rights to prevent any demolition or transfer. Kristen's face went from smug to deathly pale in seconds. Then the city attorney stood. Your Honor, the city is opening an investigation into potential fraud related to this transaction. Mr. David Chen's position on the zoning committee and his financial connection to the purchasing LLC raises serious concerns about insider trading. Kristen grabbed David's arm desperately. What's he talking about? David wouldn't meet her eyes, his face covered in sweat. Outside the courthouse, Kristen caught up to me, tears streaming down her face. Amelia, please, you have to help us. David could go to prison. We could lose everything we have. I turned to face her slowly. You sold our parents' house out from under me while I was saving lives. You laughed about it. You called my work playing doctor. You tried to steal millions from me. It was David's idea. I swear I didn't know about the transit hub, but you knew it was worth $3 million and sold it for $800K. You knew you were using the wrong power of attorney. You just thought you were clever enough to get away with it. She reached for my arm. I'm your sister. We're family. I pulled away. You stopped being my sister when you chose greed over family. You ruined this yourself, Kristen. I walked away, leaving her sobbing on the courthouse steps. 2 months later, the city purchased the house for $14.2 million. I donated half to Doctors Without Borders. Kristen and David, they're still fighting the fraud charges. And me? I'm back in Uganda, doing the work that actually matters.